Hi guys, welcome back. So this is Paulette, of course. I'm your notary queen with Seamless Notary. But today I'm going to talk about, one of the worst experience I've had since I started this loan signing 5 years ago. And this happened probably within my first year, I think. I remember because it's not everything is going to be peaches and creams. There are days when you are going to have people who are just people. Sometimes they're having issues in their life, they're in a bad mood. Don't get me wrong, most of the people, 95% of the people, are going to be great people who are just looking forward to you coming so they can get their closings done. But on the other hand, you're going to have some who are just very disgruntled and dissatisfied with the numbers, and instead of them taking it out on the lender or on the title services, they want to take it out on you. All right, you're going to come across those. And I can remember this specific time I went to this closing, and this closing was a seller package. It was a small closing, so I expected everything to go super smooth, super cool, super nice. And I went to the signing, and when I went there, the guy was fine. I got through the signing, I identified the guy, and I did the closing. I think it was probably about 20 something pages, small signing. Now, by the time I left, the title company called me to say that, oh my gosh, Paulette, I forgot to upload some of the documents. I don't know what happened. I forgot. Can you please go back? Of course, I would never say no because that's who I am. I've been working with these people so long, so I always accommodate them. So of course I went. I typically have a printer in my car. I usually keep a printer in my car. So I was able to print those documents. It's probably about 10 pages more of documents that I printed. But then I called the guy back and said, unfortunately, we have a few more documents that needed to be signed. And he was fine with it. Now, when I went back, this guy was a totally different person from the person I just saw like 30 minutes ago. He was there with another guy, and he was like, I'm not signing anything. I'm not signing anything. I said, sir, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I try to communicate with him, try to calm him down and let him know that, okay, so you just signed these a short while ago. Why do you decided not to sign at this time? Don't you want to get this property sold? And he said, I don't care. And there was another guy there in the house, and he whispered to me, no, there was another lady in the house, and the lady whispered to me that there was another guy who came while I left and gave him alcohol, and he was somewhat intoxicated. And I tried to get this guy to sign, on the first piece of paper that I gave him to sign, he ripped it in pieces. He said, I'm not signing anything. I told you I'm not signing anything. And he ripped it up, and I said, okay, it's your property. If you don't want to sign it, it's up to you. You want to get your property sold, whether or not, you sign this paper, I'm still getting paid. So, of course, that was the day. So I called the title company. They were super understanding. Because one thing is that if you are in danger, and even if you feel like you're in danger, you have a right to leave. You can pack up your stuff and you can leave. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to take any form of verbal abuse from anyone. So you can always leave. And that's what I did that day. I was able to upload what I did ahead of time. But not ahead of time, but the ones I did before, I was able to upload those. And the signing service, the title company, as I should said, was very, very apologetic. They were super sympathetic. towards me and apologize, keep on apologizing. I have to say, oh, it's fine, people are people. And so, of course, I left, but I did ensure that I mailed back the ones that I signed. Now, I did not go for the second signing because I don't know who went, but obviously another notary must have went at some other time. But I just want to say that to say this, that you are going to meet all kinds of people out there. And I have other stories that I'm going to share with you at some point. You're going to meet all kind of person out there, but do not let that deter you because they are in the minority. There's so much money to be made in this business. And it's one of the easiest business out there. So super easy to learn. Once you learn this business, you get it because you keep on seeing the same documents over and over and over and over again. You just got to try, and you just got to make sure that you don't miss a signature. You make sure you put your initials where they're supposed to be, and you just be professional in what you do. Trust me, you can make great income in this business. So if you're not yet a notary signing agent, make sure go back and watch my videos on how to become a loan signing agent, how to become a notary. Even if you don't want to be a signing agent, just get your notary license. You can do weddings, you can do general notary work. And I talk about this in a lot of my videos. This is great. This is one of the easiest job I've ever done in my life. I enjoyed it. You have your own time, you have your own freedom because you choose when you want to work. All right, so if you're thinking about it, just go ahead, get involved, be a notary signing agent. If you're already one, tell me of your experience. If you are planning on becoming one, leave a comment and let's get this conversation going. All right, I'll talk to you soon because I have a lot more stories that I can share with you. Once again, this is Paulette, your seamless notary. This is where I teach you all you need to know on how to become the best notary signing agent. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.